Karen! Don't waste food. Can you give me a tablespoon of dried minced garlic, please? I can't believe you did that.
Rutabaga, broccoli, green beans, stir-fry sauce in the kitchen. Taste it, bake it, boil it over deep fried sauce in the kitchen. Chop it, dice it, boil it in a broth. Sauce in the kitchen. Saute, souffle, simmer it in sauce. Sauce in the kitchen. Rutabaga, broccoli, green beans, stir-fry sauce in the kitchen.
Hi, I'm Chef Scott and welcome to Sacks in the Kitchen. And today is Bagel Day. And I couldn't do it alone. So I have Coop and Rosa and Karen, three of my students. And we're going to attempt to make a great bagel. Are you ready? Okay. So, first we have some very few ingredients. And we're going to put all of them in this mixer at some point. Would you go ahead and put in 2 cups of water? The water is warm, always for bread, 105 to 115 degrees. Go ahead and put it in. And Coop, could you please put in the yeast? All we're using is 1 teaspoon of instant yeast. And we just need to let that sit for a few minutes. So, we've been letting the yeast in the water soak for a few minutes. Karen, we have here 6 cups of flour. I saved out a 1/4 cup in case we need it. Would you go ahead and add that flour to the water and the yeast? Okay. Shh. Don't look at the flour on the table. Okay, but there's something else we need. And I don't want to confuse you, but this is something in here called diastatic malt powder. And first of all, diastatic malt powder is a grain which has been sprouted, like barley, this is barley, or wheat. And what they do is they let the grain grow into a small sprout. This actually has dextrose in it, and instead of sugar, this helps give sweetening and flavor, and yeast likes it just like it likes sugar. But if you don't have, I know you're so interested, aren't you? If you don't have diastatic malt powder, you can't use sugar. So we are putting in a tablespoon of the barley malt powder in there, and we also have a couple teaspoons of kosher salt. So would you turn that on, please, on low? Absolutely low. Remember, whenever you are using your KitchenAid, knead on a low speed. Otherwise, you're in a lot of trouble. This is going to go for about 6 minutes. Okay, so what a lovely dough we have after 6 minutes of kneading. It's just beautiful. And now you want to actually put it into a spray bowl, you know, like where you take a bowl and you spray it, or you wipe it with grease or something, and then you put it into a bowl, you spray the top, and then you cover it, and you put it in a warm place for about a ½ hour, and then you come back right here. So our dough has risen, and this is bagel dough. Are you excited? You're gonna make bagels? Say you're excited.
Excited.
What? I can't hear you.
I'm excited.
Shh, quiet. Okay, so I'm gonna separate this into several pieces, and you guys are gonna start forming bagels. Let's see. Let's do it like this. Ugh. Are you ready? Okay. Get a parchment sheet pan. Make sure it's sprayed in advance of what you're about to do now. This step, you already have this beautiful dough. So this step is take this in your hand just like we've done before for dinner rolls and for pizza. Go ahead. Come on, come on, come on. Come here so he can see you. Face that camera. Let them see that dazzling smile. Okay, so what we're doing is we take some dough and we fold opposite ends together, quarter turn, opposite ends, quarter turn. We do it 4 times. Got it? Okay, then turn it over and roll the dough with your hand so you get a really nice smooth ball. Come over here. Come on, come on! What if we had to do 1,000 of these things?
I'll be buff.
So, there we go. That's very nice. Look at, oh, cool. That's really good. Here, show them all. Show them how proud you are. Yay. Okay, stop that. Do another one. Here. Very nice. Well, because I cut them different sizes. You should try to cut the balls into the right sizes. Now, look. The traditional way to make a bagel at this point is to roll it like you were going to make a pretzel. See? Roll it. And you want a nice, smooth, even roll. Then, once you get your roll, you just wrap it around your hand. Did you see that? Was that too fast for you? Well, I know it's too fast for you, but there's your bagel. You want to make sure that it'll fit over my nose. That gives you, now you know the hole is big enough. If the hole isn't big enough, it's going to disappear in the cooking of it. So, there is an easier way. Are you ready? Easier way. Put your thumb through here in the middle and stretch. Go ahead. Much easier than the right way. It'll still work though. Put your whole thumb through the, yes, look how beautiful that is. And you want a nice even bagel. Mine is not. There. Keep going, keep going. These are not perfect, but they're gonna get better with age. I love that. You are a natural bagel maker. Has anyone ever told you that? No. Oh. So impressed. Okay, would you hold this pan, please, Coop? Okay, so let's do the last one. So go on, Karen. We're gonna put the bagels on the sprayed sheet pan. Now, this is not going in the oven because anyone who knows anything about bagels knows that they should be boiled before they're baked. But we do need to let them rise a little bit, and we've greased the bottom, the paper, so that after they rise for a few minutes, they won't stick to the paper. But there is something I am going to do. I'm going to spray the top. Hey, if you don't like this, just use a brush and vegetable oil. And I'm going to take a couple towels, and we cover dough while it's rising because we don't want the air to get to the dough and dry it out. Would you do me a favor and go put this in the bread box?
Absolutely.
You want to keep it in a warm place, but we happen to have a box for this. It's called a proof box, and it works very well. While our bagels are rising for a few minutes, everything bagels are like, for some reason there's been this everything bagel seasoning renaissance. Trader Joe's, one of the most, you know about it. One of the most popular things they sell now is the everything bagel seasoning, which you can put on anything.
Yeah.
And people say sprinkle it on your avocado toast. Generally, they're all pretty much the same, and there is no mystery to it. So, would you please, the ingredients, always minced onion, dried minced garlic, poppy seeds, white and black sesame seeds. I am adding in fennel seed because I love fennel, but just a little bit, and flaked sea salt. There's a measuring spoon. Would you all please just take turns putting the seasonings in there? We're going to start with 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds. These are going to be the world's most expensive bagels. 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds. 2 teaspoons of sea salt, please. Are you done? Not yet? Okay, we want 1 tablespoon of white sesame seeds. Now, we would also add the black sesame, which I don't actually have right now. But since we don't have black sesame seeds, do 2 tablespoons of those. And then, okay, Karen, we're going to want a tablespoon of dried minced garlic. Karen! Don't waste food. Can you give me a tablespoon of dried minced garlic, please? I can't believe you did that. Okay, and we need a tablespoon of dried minced onion. They're laughing. They didn't pay for the food. And because fennel seed is so strong, if we're going to use it, I don't want to use that much. Why don't you put in a teaspoon of fennel seed? So we have 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds. We have 2 tablespoons of white sesame seeds, right? We have 1 tablespoon of minced onion dried, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic dried, 1 teaspoon of fennel seed. All right, let's mix it up. Doesn't that look like everything, Bagel? It's so good. Okay, it's just going to be a couple more minutes and our bagels will have risen and then we're going to boil them. I have 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar right here, and here I have 12 cups of water. And I'm going to put the two together and we're going to bring the water to a boil. This is the water that we're going to boil our bagels in. Now you might think it'd be great to have this big pan so we could put all the bagels in at one time. But frankly, that doesn't allow for the maximum boiling. You need something smaller and deeper if you want boiling to really happen. And you want it to continue boiling. So we're going to bring this to a boil, and by then the bagels will be ready to go inside. The water and sugar are boiling, and the bagels, I hope, are ready to put in the boiling water. You know, there are bagel places that don't boil their bagels first. Can you even imagine? I won't mention names, because sometimes my students get jobs with them. We're taking the bagels out of our proof box. They look a lot like they looked when we put them in. Here we go. This is a safety tip. People are afraid of boiling water. Don't drop it in. It will splash you. Put it in gently. And you want the water to keep boiling, so I'm only going to do 3 at a time. They're only going to boil for about a minute on each side. It's the boiling that makes them so chewy. Now listen. What kills yeast?
Heat.
Heat, right? Heat kills yeast. Boiling water is hot. What happens to the yeast in the boiling water? What?
It dies.
It dies, of course. So I'm going to turn these over now. Can you see they're getting bigger though? Sure they are. Okay, so I turn them over for another few seconds, really about a minute, and then we're going to put them on this greased rack over a sheet pan. You can use parchment paper on your baking pan, but when you're baking them in the oven, you're going to have to turn them over so that you get the whole thing properly dried out and baked. Otherwise, the bagels that you eat are going to look like this. So you can see the bagel has gotten bigger, right? The yeast is now what?
Dead.
Dead. So when we put this in the oven, what will not happen? What won't happen in the oven? It's not going to rise.
Not gonna rise.
Yeast is dead. It can't rise once it's dead. How does yeast work? It eats the sugars and the carbs, and it gives us carbon dioxide, right? And that's what makes it rise. But this is now risen. You want to make sure, that's the first one I did. I recognize it. So here we are, we're gonna put in 3 more. We're gonna let that yeast rise up a little bit and die. And then we're gonna put them in the oven. Could you do me a favor, Coop, and get the everything seasoning?
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot. Let's turn them over. Here is our everything seasoning that we made earlier. While the bagel is still wet, you want to get it inside that everything seasoning. Cover it the best you can. Cool, isn't it? It's like a bagel place. Okay, now let's take these out. And in a few seconds, we'll season the rest of these, and then they're going in the oven. You could do this every Sunday. There is nothing to this. Would you make your own bagels at home now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you like bagels?
Yeah.
Wait, what was that?
Yep.
A lot?
No, I like them.
Okay, all right. Okay, would you please dip? Go ahead. Really good. Give her a hand. Let's do another one. Go on, go on, go, go, go. Go on. I'm telling you, I see pictures on Facebook all the time of people who are buying bagels and saying, this is the best bagel place in Boise, Idaho. Huh? But you can really make your home the best bagel place. Uh-oh. Okay, well, our last 2 might be a little bit less than everything bagel. Here we go. Okay, the boiling is completely done. I'm just gonna sprinkle, since we don't really have that much left. Well, pretty good though. Oh, cool. Can you put these in the oven? The oven has been preheated to 425 degrees. And let's put them in. We're going to put them in for about 12 minutes. Our oven is hotter than yours. And as I said, if you are going to bake these on parchment paper without a rack, you're going to turn them over after 7 minutes. Are you ready? Yep. Go for it. Let's close. I'm going to set the timer for 12 minutes. It might take 14, but let's be safe. Now we're going to go whip some cream cheese. Follow me. The bagels are in the oven. And now, you all eat cream cheese, right? Okay, let's make, we are already going to use cream cheese, which is softened to room temperature. Would you go ahead and add all the cream cheese to the electric mixer? It's good if it's in small pieces. Today, like before tomorrow. There you go. Okay, great. We can go ahead and turn it on medium. We're going to start softening that cream cheese, but there's something we're going to do while that's going on.
We're not plugged.
Oh, we're not, that's right, forget it. You can't plug it in, just wait. Okay, so look, before we do that, I thought we would make a vegetable cream cheese. Whenever you buy a ready-made cream cheese in the store, you're getting a lousy product. So you should be making it yourself. I'm going to put in some zucchini and some chopped carrots for vegetable cream cheese and some green onion. Great, let's chop it up. You get to control how much you put into your cream cheese. That will make a great vegetable cream cheese. Go ahead and change the plugs and let's turn on the electric mixer and whip that cream cheese using the paddle. And we're going to add a little bit of heavy cream as we go along. Ready? Faster. A little faster. Faster. Okay. The cream. You can actually add a fair amount. If you want to have it nice and whipped and soft, this is perfect. Good. A little more. Okay, would you please turn off the machine? Would you please scrape the sides? Scrape the sides so that the cream cheese gets mixed in. And all this stuff. Go ahead. Act like you're having fun with it though. That's right. Isn't it like the best thing you've ever done in your life? Yeah, of course. Would you do me a favor, and when she's finished, Rosa, would you scoop all of these vegetables into there? That's a lot of vegetables in your cream cheese. If you're going to use smoked salmon, use it. Don't just put some essence of smoked salmon in it. Okay? Here. Great. This is great. This makes all the difference in the world. If you feel you need to add a little salt, be my guest. We're not going to today. Nice. Okay, turn it on low so those vegetables don't come flying out like shrapnel. I'm going to go check the bagels. The bell is ringing. They're going to stay here and keep you entertained. Entertain us. That is what vegetable cream cheese should look like. Can you actually see all those vegetables? I think so. The bagels really are almost done. Follow me and let's look in the oven. Come on, everybody. I feel like a mother duck with her ducklings. Okay, ready for the big reveal? Are you ready? Wow! Now, there we have bagels. Can you see that they got some rise and that they look finished? Look at that one. You did that one, Rosa. That's gorgeous. Yeah, well, whatever. Is that fabulous? Let's go over here. Hot. Yeah, can you take that all away? Not the cream cheese, but let's take this away. Thank you. No, not yet. Okay, not yet. Well, you could do this at home. Is that amazing or what? Are you excited? Are you going to try this? You know the recipe is on the YouTube channel website right underneath the video. So go for it. And we have to let these cool a bit before we try them, but we're going to let you watch that too. So look, we have our bagels here. And some of them managed to get cooked without holes. There, now it has a hole, but we have been trying them. Actually, I have been trying them. And you guys help me make it. So are you ready to try them? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see now. We'll just take a taste from half. Do you want to put some of our vegetable cream cheese we made earlier on here? That's all? Come on, give us some cream cheese. Okay, and I really think the best part is the top half, so we're just gonna taste the top half right now. Okay, here's another one. And here's another one. Susie, come here. Let's give you one. Chef Susie, don't be bashful. You know Chef Susie has written books that are on Amazon. And that'll get her to come out here. What is the name of your first book?
Catwalk Dream.
Catwalk Dream. Amazon. Buy it, review it. My first commercial. Susie, why don't you, actually no, here, Rosa, Karen, and we should have a small one for Coop. Go ahead, take second. Let's all take it. I want you to all take it together. Is that enough cream cheese for you too? You want less? Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go! What?
Delicious.
You like it? Would you make these?
Yeah.
Susie, here.
Oh, I get the bottom because the top's the best.
There you go. Tell us what
Thank
you
you.
think. Tell us what you think, Susie.
So much better than a commercial bagel.
Say that louder.
So much better than a commercial bagel. It's delicious.
Catwalk Dreams, Amazon, $2.99. Thanks a lot, everybody, and thank you for joining us at Sacks in the Kitchen. I'm Chef Scott, and thank you so much for watching this week's video. Please subscribe. The button is right there, and I'll see you soon.